Hi, welcome to a new episode of Sportsy. Let's talk sports tech. Today we have with us MyLADS, which is bringing you official sports good connected with a world of augmented reality, offering sports team real data about real fans. MyLADS is working with amazing teams and federations about the whole fan engagement and not only at the digital level but also the physical level. So please welcome Dulce Guarda, CMO of MyLADS. Hi, Deuce. It's great to have you on Sportsy. We're going to talk about sports tech here.
Thank you, Sid, for having me.
So, for the viewers and listeners, Deuce is she's a CMO, looks at marketing side of MyLADS, which is actually bringing the official sports goods and a lot of fan engagement technologies together. And it will be, instead of me giving the introduction, it will be fun to hear the story, where they are, what they're doing, and what problem they're solving in the fan journey to her. So, Deuce, what is MyLADS and how it actually got started?
Okay, so just in a nutshell, what we are doing, it's a fan engagement tool that creates new forms to engagement between the fans and the sports teams. We use augmented reality content that are connected to official sports goods, so we can gather real data about real fans. So we can then, on top of that, help the teams monetize the fans, but in a more efficient way.
Interesting. And when you say goods, what all goods you're talking about? Are you talking about even the players as goods, or only the merchandising and the accessories as the goods?
So the way that we do this connection is it's connecting the physical world with the digital. For that, we created the LADS, which is a patent collectible item. These are replicas of the football equipments. And these equipments, they come to life in augmented reality just by using your mobile phone. So the fans can have access to things like taking pictures with players, recording themselves with players, but also visiting private areas inside the sports teams, like the lockers room, the pitch, the access tunnel to the stadium, so different areas.
Interesting. So on the business side, I have one question. When you're talking about so much of memorabilia and so many accessories of players, so do you have to take the rights of every player to show, or how does it work?
So the way we do this is we work directly with the club. So every time that we start making an official product and an augmented reality content for that club, we always do an official partnership with them, so we can have access to all the usage of the players and even the content in terms of the stadium. Usually the club owns the rights of the players. Usually it works like that. When they don't use it, when they don't own the right for each specific player, they usually owns the right if they do it like in groups of 4 or in groups of 5. And so we can do things like that. So imagine for some clubs, we have 1 player per box. In the physical box, in another clubs, and especially the federations, we work with the Portuguese Federation, for instance. With them, they don't own the rights of the players because the players don't play for the federation, they play for their teams. But if we use a set of 4 players, we can start using that images. And so that's the way we work around these kind of situations.
Okay, so if you work with Portuguese Football Federation and Manchester United, that means you have the Ronaldo with you. Excellent. So your model is always going to be B2B2C.
Yes, exactly. B2B2C. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so it's how much ever exciting content that you have, you may not directly be B2C. Correct? You will not have a B2C market directly.
No, because actually, and that's how I explain BBox, we are an engagement tool. The way we do it, it's just by adding a physical product to the equation. So that's why we don't want to only to work with the B2C. That's only a means to an end, because without the consumer, we don't have the data collections that they use from using the AR content. And for that, without that, the clubs don't have a lot to work with.
Right. So while this is fan engagement is good to have, what is the big problem that you're trying to solve here?
So the big problem is that mainly the clubs, they don't know their fans. They only know their name, email, date of birth, and they don't know a lot about their fans, who they are, where they are, what do they prefer to see. Do they prefer to spend time with the players? Do they prefer just to visit private areas? Do they like to buy the jerseys, or they want a keychain? So they don't know a lot of these informations. And so here we are providing them a tool to get to know their fans in a real way. So the data that we are collecting, of course, the normal data, let's say we have it, like the number of times the fan enters the app, how much time does he spend inside the app. Yeah, we do that, but we also do things like, if the fan is using the stadium experience, we know if the fan is looking at the sky, the seats, the grass, so we can monetize those areas. So imagine for the sponsors, if you have Fly Emirates, for instance, we can put the plane passing by the stadium, imagine things like that. So here we are looking exactly what the fans are interested to know. Because the fans, maybe you think they want to spend time with the players, but actually the fans just wants to know what's inside the museum, you know, so
Yeah.
we can read that data. Yeah.
Okay. So, and what all part of the technologies that you're using? Because you're mainly AR driven, right? You're an augmented reality driven platform. So, what are the segments of AR that you're actually using, and how an end user is enjoying the whole platform?
So the user enjoys the platform just by using their mobile phone. They don't need an extra equipment, because with augmented reality, it's only the mobile phone. You don't need anything extra. And we use them, we implement that content in two ways. Either the club has their own app, their official app, and we can integrate into the official app, or we use them inside our app, which is available worldwide, iOS and Android. And so the fans use it by those specific two ways. Yeah.
Okay. So your own app is a white label app, or it's a normal
No, we
app?
have our own app, and it's not white label. The way
Okay.
that we do this and we see this is, if the club only has the content into their app, they're only going to target the same fans that they already target, which are the fans, imagine, from Benfica, which are Benfica fans. But if we have also on our app, we can cross-sell to different fans, because nowadays the fans, they follow more the players than they follow the teams.
Yes.
Of course, in your own country, you follow your own team, but then in UK, you follow a different country, and then in Madrid, a different country, a different club. In Spain, you follow a different team,
Yes.
and so this gives us an opportunity to cross-sell to different sports fans.
Right, interesting. While you're looking at this model, what is the typical competition that you come across? Because the fan engagement has picked up so much, and with the COVID, I think the digital fan engagement has gone to next level. So, what is the typical competition that you get to see from the big players?
Well, what we understood is that the fans, they want to have a closer relationship with their teams. They want to be part of the family. And during this COVID time, our product started before COVID, but it made much more sense during COVID time, because the games were not happening. The fans were not having that time on the weekends to go see the game, to go see the match. And so we gave them an opportunity to still engage with the clubs, to still engage with their players, even when they could not be inside the stadium. So even, during there was no time, we were doing this fan activation just for fun. But now what we are seeing is that when your favorite player scores a goal and you are not inside the field, you can put the player in augmented reality on your living room and celebrate with the player. And so this is the main aspect that we are seeing, is that the fans, they do want to have that connection with the players that they love.
Okay, interesting. So on the same line, that you are already, as you said, you're already existing in market, and you have some partnerships. So what is the role SportsTech playing in your journey?
Oh, amazing role. So Qatar Sports Tech, it's is in the center of a mini region, right? And for us, it's a very interesting way, because the football there, it's something that it's growing a lot in terms of fan engagement, because so far it has not been such a good opportunity. But with the World Cup coming to Qatar, even the country itself, it's more open to this, to explore new things and new ways to engage. But it's not only about sports. What we want to bring for Qatar, and by participating into Qatar Sports Tech is helping everyone around the world get to know Qatar. You are going to see the World Cup, but you are not going to only to the games. You are going to see everything around it, all the areas inside Qatar, the monuments. You're going to get to know the country, and we can help do an exploration like a road to until World Cup. And this is something fun that we can explore using augmented reality. Not a lot of people, and I've been to Qatar 2 times myself before, I hope the next time. But I love the country. But until I get there, I didn't know a lot. So it was a unknown country for me. And I'm sure that for a lot of people going to the World Cup, it's also like that. So it's a way to get to know the country. Even before you get there, you can engage with experiences like the Sea Qatar. I love Qatar. So there's a lot of entities that are doing this kind of incentives to get to know people and to welcome people into the country. And with that, I think that's the main objective for us, is to engage people until the World Cup. And then, of course, during the World Cup.
Wow, that's an amazing opportunity that like brings to table. And so I was just imagining that, okay, with so many 32 countries coming and playing the World Cup, you can actually start something like Pokemon Go with the augmented reality of all the players across all the countries.
Yeah, you can find the players, like even in the airports that you are passing by until you get to Qatar. I think that would be amazing.
Interesting. So how as a business model, how many what all it takes for you to actually bring a particular team on board? Because the augmented reality, creating creatives for that, all those things, it's a long journey. So how much time does it take for a club to be onboarded?
So in terms of, we already have a proper line of engagement with the fans, because we already have 3 teams on board, the Portuguese teams right now, and the Portuguese Federation, and we are closing right now more teams worldwide. So we already have a process. In terms of physical products, it takes around 2 months to have everything from sampling, production, and shipping. So 2 months takes care of the cycle. And then for the AR content, we just need to travel to the specific club, record everything in 1-2 days, and then it takes between 2 to 3 weeks tops to have everything into augmented reality.
So the physical world, obviously, which takes more time, and the digital world is quicker, because there's a what to say, method to madness there. So yeah. So Dulce, what is the plan that you have, next 12 months plan or 18 months plan, other than the Qatar World Cup, the FIFA World Cup in Qatar? What is the wish list that you have?
Yeah,
where do you want to go?
We have a vision to close 20 sports teams around the world. And we are right now in the process of doing that. So I cannot say yet because it's not official, but we already closed 3 teams in the process. We are under negotiations with 11 more teams right now. So our main core is to open. Our strategy is to have like the top 3 clubs in each country, where the fan engagement it's more higher in terms of the fans, right? So imagine in Europe it's UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and of course Portugal. But Portugal, we already have the 3 big ones. And of course Qatar, because of the specifically the World Cup, but also then USA, where the football, it's a growing market, especially in the women's football.
Correct. So your focus is going to be football at least for considerable time, or you're open to other sports as well?
That's a great question. So our model can be applied to different sports teams. It doesn't have to be only football. For Europe, the football, I think it's the king sport, right? I mean, most of the people just follow a lot football, but actually for Qatar, for Dubai, for India, cricket, it's also a very important sport, and it's something that we are considering as well. But in USA, NBA and baseball, ice hockey as well. So we are under negotiation with some teams on that specific areas, so we can open to other sports market.
Excellent. So this is so nice. This is a fascinating journey, and really looking forward to see the product in the hand. I don't know when you're coming to India launching this, but wish to see the product sometime soon. And great chatting with you, Deuce, and wish you all the best in this wonderful journey. And looking forward to talk to you soon.
Yeah, I wish I have some news for you pretty soon. So maybe we keep in touch. It.
And looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. And take care and stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Stay safe.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and thank you for sharing. But please do subscribe on our channel Sportsy Sales and help us spread the word about Sportsy. We go with the same handle Sportsy Sales across all the social media platforms.